Hey guys, this is Keel Lancer here. Want to another Keel Lancer Gaming? Don't forget the bell button, the subscribe button to get the notifications to my channel. Alright guys, let's dive right into this. Well, for starters, I want to show you my Splatoon shirt that I got from New York City. My New York City trip was amazing, guys. I enjoyed it. I want my friends and my brothers. If you guys didn't check the video out, you should check it out. I'm putting a link in the description below. Also, guys, here's my nice little old Nintendo boy cup. Well, canteen, if you want to call it that. Got the old Game Boy joint up right there. Alright guys, I figure I'll show a little merchandise, and that's my Nintendo Switch, don't pay that no mind. But I figure I'll show you a little merchandise before we jump into this video. Okay guys, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of Rage 2. I just beat the game recently, guys, and I figure I'll do something different with my channel. Let's talk about pros and cons of games that I guess that I've beaten or that you guys have beaten. And let's just dive right into this and break them down. We're going to have 5 pros and 5 cons, guys. Alright, here we go. The game has great frame rate. It doesn't dip down too much, which is okay for a shooter like this. I was very impressed with the frame rate. As soon as I popped the game right in, it just worked automatically. Like the frame rate was just phenomenal. Not too many games have great frame rates when it comes to console gaming. We already know that PC, it's a superior version for games like this. And as you guys know, the creators of Doom had a hand in making this game, which is pretty cool. This is nothing but an open world Doom game. And then also, I think another pro to this game would be quest. Each town had an abundance of quests, which I enjoyed in most of my sandbox games. Also, guys, you can do bounties and all different types of things, which is cool. But also, you can find quests outside of the town too. Outside of each town, it's like 3 towns in the game. There's one town that you start out, but that's kind of like a ground zero to the introduction to the game. Pretty much like a tutorial, guys, so don't really pay that too much mind. The world is pretty vast. It's like kind of like a wasteland. Kind of reminds me of Mad Max in a way. And also, guys, it has a vast ability and guns and vehicles in this game, guys. I have to say that I haven't been so overwhelmed like this in a very long time when it comes down to abilities, guys. It's so much that you can do to customize your abilities of your character. And also when it comes down to the guns, some of the guns have secondary functions within the guns the moment you pick them up. Also, guys, when you go into your overdrive form, your guns also have like some type of special ability as well, which is pretty cool. Not all the guns have it, but some of the guns have it, which is pretty cool. The vehicles, some vehicles have weapons on them, but your main vehicle, which is the Jeep that you ride around during the whole entire game, that has an abundance of abilities, well, weaponry and stuff like that, which I found very fascinating. I was just overwhelmed by them. Like, gosh, what do I buy next? Do I buy more machine guns, bullets and attachments? Do I buy smoke bombs, or do I buy missiles for it? I was just so overwhelmed about the things that I needed to buy and the things I wanted to buy. And then you had the large pick of guns and vehicles. There was so many vehicles on this game. Like I couldn't collect them all. Like there were like some vehicles that were like heavy and armored. Then there were some vehicles that were pretty much like lightweighted, but you know, had like other core functions within it. I preferred, out of all the vehicles, was the original vehicle. You really get it all with the original vehicle, but just collecting all the vehicles is just cool. It's kind of like collectibles in games, I guess you can say that. And then I like the constant updates that the game got for every week to unlock sleeves for your guns, to also do like little part transfers, to basically to get more items and stuff like that, to craft different things, which I didn't get my hands on everything. I did most of all the updates for the game, like event wise and whatnot. I did almost all of them. And then I think E3 talked about a new one. I don't think I did that one because I had already beat the game and on to other games. But for the most part, there's always something new every freaking week, guys. I found that really amazing with this game. But let's talk about the cons. Every game has cons. There were some difficulties in certain aspects of the game, and I'm about to jump right into this. Random shutdowns. Like, I'll be in the middle of playing the game, and the game will just randomly shut down when I'm playing the game. Now, other people say their whole systems were shut down, but I've never experienced that. who knows what causes this, but I was very, very disappointed when I first played the game. I only played it for literally 5 minutes in the beginning part, and my whole game just shut down. It didn't save, it didn't do anything or whatnot. I was disappointed in that. That was my biggest gripe, and I experienced other game shutdowns throughout my gameplay, pretty much every other day, which I was kind of disappointed in. Hopefully they fix that in the updates. Then I dealt with glitches. Certain mobs would glitch through the floor. My character would flip upside down sometimes when I'm when I'm riding my hovercraft vehicle, or when I ride my car. I would flip upside down randomly going through the board sometimes. Also, some of the villains that I was fighting and whatnot, they would constantly keep shooting me over and over and over again, but I wouldn't die. I didn't understand that at all. And I would go through mob glitches and whatnot, where the mob will be constantly coming back and coming back to back and back to back, and it wouldn't stop. It wasn't like one of those special event missions that you would play where you have to eliminate certain targets. No, I would eliminate all the targets, and they would just keep coming at me. I've experienced this once or twice during my gameplay. And then let's talk about the clunky AI sometimes, guys. Sometimes I'll be clearly in front of the enemy's face, and they'll run around me and they don't shoot me, or they'll run behind something, or they'll run out of the board, or run through gates and stuff like that. It was just ridiculous. I was experiencing this every time I played the game. I like games like this, but I understand it has a lot of glitches and faulty AIs when it comes down to some of the sandbox games. But I did come across some good fights and stuff like that where the AI was working pretty cool. Let's talk about also the repetitiveness when it comes down to doing certain quests, certain fetch quests, certain elimination quests, certain bounty quests. They were just pretty much repetitive. They were the same thing over and over and over again. When it came down to doing certain things, the storyline also was very cliche. It was nothing really grasping about the storyline as well. I was really not impressed with the storyline at all, guys. It was just mediocre. I never really paid any mind. I was talking to my friends on the chat while I'm playing the game. It just, the storyline really wasn't good, but I'll power through it and whatnot. But anyway, guys, I say all that to say this with this game right here. The game, I give it a 7 out of 10 due to everything that went on with the game, but the game has its good parts, as I explained before. Personally, to me, I love sandbox games like this. I was still impressed with the game. I had fun with the game. I took the game for what it was, compared to everybody else and whatnot. I think this is a fair rating for the game, a 7. I've seen some people give it a 5 and stuff like that. Nah, the game isn't too bad. I enjoyed the game. But anyway, guys, that about does it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the new content I've been putting on my page, guys. I've been trying to create nonstop. Also, guys, I'm sorry I haven't been in front of the camera in a long time. I just been trying to get things together with the studio for this new thing that I'm working on, but also for my other channel and for me and my brother's things that we're working on within the studio. But I'm going to try to make sure to get into the studio, at least show my face on my channel, at least maybe once or twice a week at least. I'm going to try to do that, guys. But anyway, don't forget the bell button and the subscribe button to get the notifications to my channel. Stay tuned for more video, guys.